Once you've completed creating your venue, you can verify that you have everything set up by clicking on your Fit All Tables button in the lower right-hand corner. This is a great perspective to be able to ensure that you have all of your tables and your other room objects set up accordingly. And now I'm ready to begin assigning my seats. So by clicking on the Assign Seats tab at the top here, I will then select a table by clicking on that table, and on the right-hand side here, it confirms that no one is assigned to this table yet, and here are your available options. So if I wanted to assign the group all at once, I can begin by clicking on this button here, or if I click on my drop-down, I can then either click on adding them to the seat, or I could also drag and drop them on that seat. Now I would like to assign everybody all at once, so again, I have 7 members left in this party. By clicking on that Assign All, you'll see they are now populating as such. And if I were to hover over any of these members, I can view at a quick glance their information. Next, I'm going to assign my table 5 here. And I see that I have 9 members here. If I were to click on Assign All, I will receive a notification that I cannot assign all of those to that table because there is one more member than there are seats. So that is something that is built into the system here. Now, if I wanted to maybe assign this guest to this seat over here, now I'm left with 8 members. I can now go in and assign the remaining guests to that table here. Oh, let me go ahead. There we go. All of them are being assigned. Now let's say at table 2, I am going to assign my group the Wells Fargo sponsorship table. So instead of scrolling through my list here, I can simply type in Wells Fargo, begin typing that. I see my table here, and I would like to go ahead and assign them to table 2. After they've been assigned, I'm actually going to adjust the label on that table. That way I know I could either maybe say just Wells Fargo. That way I know they're table 2 Wells Fargo, or I could also just label it Wells Fargo, and you'll see those are changed automatically in the system. Now, if I decide that I want to maybe unassign this table and move them over here, you could do one of 2 things. You could edit the venue, drag and drop, or I could also select that table here, and then I could unassign all guests. We do add this additional confirm, that way you are sure that you are going to unassign all of those seats. And there you are. Now you have another open table again. And now I can head back over here. Again, you can still always view those members by hovering over their seats. Let's say I am curious where Jenny is sitting, so let me go ahead and type in her name in the search bar up here. I see that we have 2 that have been assigned, so this will populate with anybody that's in that party or the name of the guest. So if I were to click on this seat, there she is right here, or I can also verify, yes, she is sitting at table 4. Another great search feature is if I wanted to maybe filter and just see, okay, where do I have my board members sitting? I need to just filter them and make sure. Here are the board members that I am showing. So let me go ahead, and I want to make sure that I have a board member, 1 per table, to engage in conversation. That makes it nice and easy to spread them out throughout the venue. Or another great filter would be, again, these are by tags, so you would tag them in the manager portal, but maybe a dietary restriction. So now I know, okay, when I go to assign this table, I know that there is a dietary restriction there. So let's say I'm going to assign those to table 5. So that party, that Nike party has been assigned. And if I hover over Emily Parker, I see that she does have a dietary restriction. So therefore I can alert the catering staff. Again, if I would like to move anybody, I can always unassign and reassign. We can always go back to our edit venue here. Now you'll note I can't assign anybody, but I can move these tables. So let me go ahead. I'm going to move table 7. We'll just move these people over here. Shift that over there. Always click your save. And then we can view it at a glance.